beneficiary of low expectations.
Yo, magandang araw mga idol. January 2006, matapos makabawi sa rematch fight si 8th Division World Champion at pambansang kamao Manny Pacquiao kontra sa Mexican boxer na si Eric El Terrible Morales, sa wakas ay muling naibalik ang karangalan na inagaw kay Manny Pacquiao.
So wicked at any time he can go.
Good call, Manny. That's the first real knockdown of Eric Morales' career. He can knock Pacquiao down. But it's almost impossible to imagine it now.
It's over.
There's the second knock.
Then being a combination of Ali, Elvis, and Bruce Lee.
July 2006, 6 na buwan lang ang makalipas, muling sasagupa ang ating pambato sa isang Meksikanong veteran boxer na si Oscar Larios. Kung edad at experience sa laban ang pag-uusapan, di hamak na nakakalamang ang Mexican fighter. Idagdag pa dyan ang height at reach advantage. Hindi basta-basta ang makakasagupa ng ating kababayan dahil 10 beses nitong nadepensahan ang titulong junior featherweight mula nang makuha ito sa undefeated boxer na si Willie Jorin noong 2002, at ito ang nagbigay ng lakas ng kumpiyansa sa Mexican boxer na matatalo niya ang ating pambato at hindi raw magiging advantage ni Pacquiao ang paglaban niya sa Pilipinas dahil sanay na itong lumaban sa labas ng bansa. Kaya naman dala ang magandang record ay umakyat ng super featherweight division si Oscar Larios para harapin ang ating pambansang kamao Manny Pacquiao na kasalukuyang hawak noon ang titulong WBC International Super Featherweight na may record noon na 41 wins with 32 knockout, may 3 talo at 2 tabla. Si Oscar Larios naman ay may kartadang 56 wins with 36 knockout, may 4 na talo at 1 tabla. Ginanap ang laban sa Araneta Coliseum, Cubao, Quezon City.
With Wayne McCullers, I pointed out, the great fight of Wayne didn't possess the punching power. His heart is in his mouth, hoping nothing happens to Manny, like a broken hand. Not anything that could mess up that fight scheduled to the MGM in Las Vegas. That Pacquiao is possessing. So in reality, Larios could throw caution to the wind and just mix it up and hope the better man will stick.
Moving side to side so that Pacquiao cannot settle into an attack.
This Pacquiao with an attack, and he's not able to shots exchanged by both guys. Manny hasn't been able to land the left-hand power shot, and he'd like to try and get one on the chin before the end of this first round to really land anything. And there's no reach advantage, although Larios, who's a bit taller, looks like he has an advantage in reach, but in reality he doesn't. But there's only 54 seconds to go. Here's Manny. Hits him a couple times with light left hands. That's his powerful shot.
His right hand now, so let's see if that comes into play during this fight. But Larios has to go the typical way.
Now here they go to the southpaw. And again, you watch Larios work from a distance, and this is the perfect fight for him. By the way, he doesn't even need to win the first 2 or 3 rounds. He's got to survive of this momentarily. And you see Larios is there. In front of him now, moving the hands up and down, looping right hand. Manny feints away, spins to his right, and takes it mostly on the block.
And Larios stood up and took one shot.
The left-hand power shot by Larios, by Pacquiao, spun the head of Larios.
And he has some early trouble here in round 2. As the movement, he stopped long enough that Pacquiao nailed him.
Stop in front of him. Nice side-to-side movement.
Larios gambled from the outside to try and score with his right hand, and that's why he got nailed.
He got caught. He made his target. His Manny opening up in round 2. Case for the southpaw fighter. And he gets it inside. Blast to the body and back upstairs. Now he's got Larios reeling a little bit. You see those knees are a little bit jellied in them right now. And you see the legs start to go, and they did start to go. He's 9 seconds to go in the second round. Manny must feel that he can do what he wants, and he decides to open up. And he hits him up about in there. And now the wide stance as he bounces and lands a right hand of his own, but it doesn't hurt Manny Pacquiao. We're in the closing seconds of round 2. The bell ends the second round. So this Larios trying to pick it up and trying to get Pacquiao back in the ring. The Larios touches him with a left hook. He's on top of him. I don't think he's hurt him, but he caught him with a good one. He hit him with the right hand, and now Manny's eyes look like, he did catch him with that.
What a chance for Larios. He showed up with that left hook, Colonel.
Yes,
He's got a chance here. Waiting for one chance in this fight. He finally scored with the right hand and the left hook early in this round.
And here comes Manny on the assault now, and he has it.
Yeah, the good right hand there, the left hook, and he showed that he could slug, but he still has to be properly timed as far as taking his chance.
And he's a hand speed hitting, and of course the crowd goes crazy, so don't be fooled by that. Straight right hand again by Larios, almost flush to the chin. Now Larios decides to plant, and he wants to mix with this guy. This actually is a mistake, but he nailed him with such a good shot. He feels like Manny, but again, anytime Manny does anything well, the crowd, they love this guy here. Larios has come to fight. Oh, he got hit with a pretty good right hand that time. He can mix with him now, and that might prove to be his downfall. Manny clipped him with a straight right hand. Nice left hook. In his case, it's a...
And to tie in with what was being said earlier, now there's a cut opened up around the eye area of Larios. So remember, there's a headbutt
right on the chin. Larios' legs are still okay, so he's ready to exchange.
But now Manny Pacquiao is moved last round.
But he wasn't cut, so if this is by a glove, it doesn't make any difference. It does involve the accidental headbutt. Larios, and this is about the hurt business at the professional level, so I gave Larios the first and third rounds. But things will get that ruling from the referee. He got nailed with a good right-hand shot that time. So we have seen flashes of the right hand that Freddie Roach is talking about going well for Manny Pacquiao at this stage. He cracked him with the right hand. Larios has done what he said he had to do, and that's survived the first three, and we're into the fourth. Manny is the only one that's really been
3 rounds, and what he has done is put himself in a position we talked about before the fight, where here he is now in the 4th round, legs
visibly shaking low. One stage he did catch Larios, his legs were a little bit loose.
And they look a little loose again.
Now he get clipped pretty good right here. And he's going right back. Larios is in great physical shape for this fight. Elsewise, he wouldn't be able to gobble this up.
He talked about
for that shot, but he still gets the bounce with the straight left hand that looked better than what it was. That was good. And now he's got Larios in the middle. Some guys sort of wag their heads, and they're bound to have cuts. And we have one by the left eye of Larios. And get through. And again, the referee says keep the
explosive guy who can maximize chances, but Larios a little taller, able to keep him off at times, and so Pacquiao has to decide he wants to work for that opening.
His legs from time to time, Dave.
Well, he's been waiting for one big opportunity rather than working his way in. He's
on top of that left eye. Nice stiff jab by Larios. Remember, Dave and I gave Larios the first 2 rounds, and who do you give that round to? Strategically, I think a terrific fight to this point. Manny wants to
bob and weave a little bit, work his way to get to the inside, and work for that opening. He's expecting it to
the body, and right back comes Manny. Manny has a lot more bounce in his legs in this round than what he looked like in the last round, even though we gave him the last round. Just a little bounce right there.
Just be there, but he has to work more for it.
Pacquiao trying to pot shot him right now, and as I say that, Larios rips a shot.
Larios has been able to negate a lot of that by moving to his left. With Larios moving to his left, he stays away from the patented power. Moving one direction, you move with him to try to cut him off. He stops in the middle and pops you coming in. And that is what a good move is, to set a guy up.
And he did it again, right thing. Keep the jab going. There's a sneaky left hand lead that snapped the head back of Larios.
That's a special thing that Pacquiao did. He's
a lot of us watching and a lot of people watching. It looks like these guys just go out there and wail away and may the best man win. But there's a lot of thinking now going on, successful. In the meantime, Larios doing a nice job. Manny on the start. They fall a little bit short. Larios doing a nice job on his feet. Oscar Larios from Mexico. Guadalajara in the blue trunks.
Try to get the next one, keep yourself in the fight. But that little move by Pacquiao has scored twice now in this round. It's like a misdirection play.
And round 6 from Araneta Coliseum is the attack of Manny Pacquiao. Nothing big landed though.
Maximize that opportunity. He is moving more now, and now with him moving, he's negating the movement of Larios.
Yeah, and he does a nice job of landing.
Makes this move. He can start getting inside and scoring with that move. And he'll just find a way to hone it, make it work better, and then righties and lefties as they're looking for positioning.
and part of the job for both the right hand. The addition of Larios shows because his knees didn't go and his head was rocked. Wow, look at that. Wild shot.
He was drilled with those shots, and that's the best combination.
Left-handed fighter when they're fighting the opposite is to get the front foot outside. Then he shows speed, still into the right hand, then the left hand. And once again,
Punching Pacquiao has done in this fight.
And that left eye, we've got to keep an eye on it as Bruce McTavish is, because it's beginning to... His Manny, uppercuts, left hook. Straight left hand, bangs and punches to the side of his head. That one on the jaw. Rips another. Split open as we see more blood. And now you notice the lack of power by Larios because of the extraordinary power of Pacquiao that becomes so obvious. Onto the side of the head. Slice him to the body. Now he's softening up after Larios. This is Manny Pacquiao. But look at the way Larios battles back.
Try to come back later because Pacquiao is surging into another level.
Round 6 action with 25, 24, 23 seconds to go. This is what's making it a fight.
Larios needs to tie up when Pacquiao gets up there like this. Don't try to win the exchange if it's not.
And Manny really dominating round 6 now. He's had good rounds, but this is a very dominant round for Manny Pacquiao. As I say that, Larios tries to load up and blast with a big right hand. Bruce McTavish, the referee from New Zealand, who lives here, by the way, in the Philippines. Back with the left. Manny comes off the ropes and says, hey, come on, come on. Here he goes with that left-hand power shot. Tries to catch him with the right. Lands the left hand, the straight left, and the bell ends it.
Now we're seeing the Pacquiao jab doubling up, and that wasn't there for him earlier. So everything is opening up now for Pacquiao as Larios has slowed a bit.
It's got to be frustrating a bit for Larios. He's hit.
You with that counter.
And that's exactly what he did, and Larios felt it, and down he went. Only a flash knockdown. He was able to jump back. All right, hit with a short, crisp shot, and down went Larios. But he's beginning to show some fatigue, and he's in great physical shape. But Manny Pacquiao is landing power shots out. The head was down, and now he fights in danger of being stopped. Manny landing several unanswered punches right now. He started to break him down. Watch his legs, folks, and that'll tell you where the head and the body's going. His Manny loading up shots. Big shots. He better answer for the...
In round 7 with a guy like Pacquiao coming right out of that.
Don't hit him.
As far as I'm concerned, I'll reach. Larios' legs are all right, but they're certainly a lot more loose in the knees than he was pummeled by that right hand shot that time. And I see what Freddie Roach is talking about. That Manny can come forward that left shoulder and show a lot of power now with his right hand a couple of rounds ago.
He's firing these shots and not trying to get caught.
There's another right hand shot to fire. And the left. And now Larios' legs don't look solid. He has to separate them very wide to stand up. And he gets nailed, and Larios looks... Now look at this, the hand speed of Pacquiao on the ninth. And now Manny goes with that left hand power he's famous for. Straight left hand again. Here it comes again. A combination of punches by offense. Blood trickles from the left thigh as Manny touches him up again with the right hand. And he goes with the left hand lead by decision, in my opinion, right now. Oh, look at that blasting shot. But the question really is, Oscar Larios, and you wonder how much you can see out of that left thigh, but this guy doesn't quit. He keeps throwing punches, throwing shots, and he's able to defend himself. It goes on. The eye does not look good whatsoever. Thus, he doesn't give the ref a chance to stop the fight.
That's why Pacquiao spins, moves to the right, fires shoulder.
He's a courageous boxer at the last minute of this 10th round. Manny would like to finish it if he possibly can.
Because if you do, guy can catch you coming in.
Manny up on his toes. He got caught with a pretty good looping right hand right there, but it didn't hurt him at all.
Reach and using it well, plus the conditioning has kept him in the fight. But Pacquiao working inside, a little bit of a tall.
He really worked hard. And the pace of this fight is another thing. I mean, there's been non-stop action in this fight from the get-go. Good action. The heels are low. He tries to get up on his toes, but he's in magnificent shape coming into this fight. And he really...
Tonight, and against somebody with more power, there will be that speculation about, will that hurt him in future fights? So there's a lot of risk for them. And for Larios, he has performed well on a world stage. beneficiary of low expectations.
Down he goes. Top of a series of punches that pull punches. And now it's kind of academic what might happen in this fight. Manny Pacquiao he throws a shot. There's no quitting, Larios, and he's taking 2 more big shots, but he throws his own. He apparently will survive the fight. He won't get the decision, but he's made it a great war and a wonderful prize fight. Listen to the crowd react.
Pac-Man.